All right, guys, let's come on down to the ground. Hopefully your house is as beautifully decorated as my house is today. If not, shame on you. Shame on you. And anyway, so come down to the ground. Hands on the ground. We'll sit back into the hips and just drop the chin towards the sternum slightly. And just begin to find kind of our breath. Feel the stretch in the ball of the feet. I feel responsible to wear my fancy shoes, or I would be barefoot right now. Feel that weight sit back into your hips. Part of the reason of this deep breathing stuff is because our body's constantly shifting from the parasympathetic to the sympathetic. And the sympathetic nervous system is that fight or flight nervous system. So if you're getting ready to work out, that sympathetic nervous system kind of kicks in. If you have had stress or maybe no sleep, or maybe this is later in the day, your sympathetic nervous system's really kicked in. And to really balance the body, you have to have that balance between the sympathetic and the parasympathetic all the time. So we got to balance that sympathetic with the parasympathetic by breathing deeply into the belly. 1 or 2 more breaths, nice, long, and slow and deep. Feel the rib cage expand. And then look forward and down. Just a nice even head nod. So we're going to do some mobility work today, some flexibility work today, and some core work today. 2 more. And last one. Good. Look over your left shoulder. Look up and over your right shoulder. You should feel as you go to each side, you should feel that line through the rib wall. And you should feel that rotation around the abdomen. You can make it bigger if you want by looking all the way around, kind of towards your foot, kind of turning your whole body if you'd like. Or just look over your shoulder. One more time, each side. And then just a knees rocking, back and forth. That knees rocking, of course, is to help connect all of the joints of the body, fingers, wrists, elbows, shoulders, hips, knees, ankles, all the muscles of the spine as you kind of have this kind of recoil movement that happens, bouncing back and forth. Two more. And the last one, circle around to your right. Keep your head up as best as possible. And then circle around to your left. Get deep into those hip joints. And then come back together. Bring those knees in a little bit. Reach out, right arm, left arm, right leg for a bird dog. Recheck in with your breath, that you're breathing through your nose. And then we'll go right into a skier. So reach back, pinky towards the sky, chest and head is high. Two more each side. Last one here. And then we'll do a thoracic rotation. Reach through, reach up, reach through, reach up. So be specific about that hand as it reaches up. So your thumb should face your head, like your eyebrows, and your palm should face away from your face. So then that way your arm's not just flopping behind you. Pull and through. One more time, all the way up. And switch sides. Reach through, push down into the hand that's on the ground, and reach up. Do 4 more. And 3. And 2. And last one. All the way through. And then spin those legs around. Legs are tall, body's long. Begin to drop your knees left and right. So it's like right here. You can't really see it, but I can, but I've got fireworks shooting out my ass. It's kind of cool. Knees out and right and left.
I was going to ask what that was.
Well, it's my big firework. It's so, you know, because I eat a lot of Taco Bell. No, I don't, but do 3 more, 2 more, and last one. Good. Go ahead and lay all the way on your back. And again, take your arms out wide, not quite to a T. Drop both knees to your left, both knees to your right. Keep your shoulders down. Notice if your rib cage is even coming up a little bit, but you're not trying to hold your ribs down, but you should feel that motion around the rib wall. Couple more each side. And pause. So holding here, dead bug with your foot dropping to the ground to begin, just to kind of make the movement simple. And then go ahead and saw the leg out. So reach the leg away from center. Watch that the arms aren't moving too quickly. And then pick the head up. Continue to do the saw. And then as you can, lower the legs straight down. Keep that head up. Two more. Last one each leg. Pause in the center. Lower yourself down, just your arms back to a T. Both legs to your right. Center, both legs to your left. Now here on this one, going all the way to the ground could be a problem. So just think about kind of a wide 10 and 2. You know, a little bit of 930, maybe 230. Probably as low as you want to go would be 3 and 9. Taking your legs all the way to the ground puts a lot of load on that lower back. 2 more. Checking in with your breath, making sure you're breathing nice and evenly. And pause. Go ahead and bring your knees in, and we're going to roll like a ball. Now the only problem for me with rolling like a ball is it shoots me out of the frame. Bring yourself all the way up. 2 more. And last one. Come all the way up. Start with your legs out. So your legs are out. Kind of like you're sitting like a teddy bear or a little kid who can actually sit with their legs out, Paul, and hold out nice and tall, and begin to roll yourself back. Push into those heels and roll yourself back up. So go as far back as you can. You're not necessarily trying to get to the ground. And roll back. Let the pelvis tuck under. If you can get all the way to the ground, great. If that's not available to you, go as far back as you can. You've got about 4 more. And 3. And 2. And last one. Stay down. Bring your right knee and left knee kind of to a tabletop, and then extend them back out for a boat pose. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock yourself up. We're going to go down again. This time we'll take the arms overhead as you lower back. So you'll lower back into the ground. Let your legs go up first. Take your arms overhead. Lower your legs down. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bring your knees in. Rock yourself up. And then we'll go back again. And we're going to have your arms back out in front again. Roll back to where you can hold. If you can hold here in boat pose, great. If you can go all the way back, great. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend the knees, bring them in. Rock yourself up. And we'll do it one more time with the arms overhead. Roll yourself back. Extend the legs. Extend the arms. Hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Bend the knees into the chest. Lower the head back. And let's get ready for quarter rolls. So we're going to do lower body first. Bring your right knee into your chest. Roll quarter of the way over. Bring your right knee back into the chest and down. Left knee into the chest and roll quarter over. And then back in and down. And roll. If you want to do on your stomach instead and do quarter rolls from your front side, from your belly to your back, that's fine as well. Breathing. Kicking that leg out, keeping that back shoulder down. Knee into the chest, over. And again, knee into the chest and over. One more time each side, right leg and left. Get long, feel that shoulder settle back. And then now quarter rolls upper body. Take the arms up a little bit higher, pick the head up, reach across, look up towards your top hand. Move your stuff out of the way. Roll back, pick your head up, and roll. And roll back. Pick your head up, and roll. And roll back. Pick your head up, and roll. I'm working my hand that I'm leading with across the diagonal of my body as my other arm is over my head. Reach across. It just gives me a different reach than just taking my arm straight across my body or taking my arm up to my top arm over my head. Remember, it's the movement. It's not so much which movement you do, it's that you just do different. Learn to find different places to touch, reaching out, not always doing the same thing. Kind of pushing yourself into kind of maybe some uncomfortable territory. I don't mean physically uncomfortable. I mean more mentally. Like, oh, I never thought about that. It's like you never thought about bringing your arm low? Ah, all right. Well, this gives you the opportunity to passively think about it. One or two more times each side. You should feel some nice motion in the hip, in the pelvis. Last time here. And then come on up. Bring your knees into your chest and come on up. All right, grab your sandbell. So did you guys put your starburst on the middle? Because we're going to be using it for, I should have told you to get out the tape. So we're going to kind of use it like a clock. You'll start in the middle of your starburst or whatever, and we'll hold the weight. You're going to step forward, step side, keep the weight on one side, step back with your left leg out, and left leg forward. Go in reverse. Left leg forward, left leg side, left leg back, right leg side, right leg forward. Now we're going to add a curtsy squat. So curtsy squat to your left, curtsy squat to your right. Add in forward, right leg forward, right leg, back behind you, right leg, left leg, left leg, left leg forward. Add the curtsy squat, left leg goes back, right leg goes back. Go the other direction, counterclockwise. Left leg goes forward, left side, left back, right side, right forward, right curtsy squat, curtsy back, left curtsy squat, and then go again, right leg forward, right leg, out, back, left leg back, side, and forward. Curtsy squat, left leg, curtsy squat, right leg. Good. Switch. Put the weight someplace else. So that whole time I hold the weight on one side. Whether you changed it or not is not necessarily a big deal, but giving yourself the opportunity to get kind of used to a weight on one side is a nice way to go. So again, we're going to step forward this time and step back. Step back, step forward. Step back, step forward. Alternating leg. Alternating front and back. Good, do 4 more. Right here, 4. And 3. And 2. And last one, forward and back. Left leg forward and back. And forward and back. 4 more forward. And 3. And 2 more. And last one, forward and back. Side to the right. Step in. Curtsy squat. Together. To the right. Step in. Curtsy squat, and together. Open 4 more. And 3. And 2 more. Last one, to the right. Together. Curtsy squat, together. To the left. Left goes out. Left goes back, and out, and back. 4 more, out, and back. Breathing. Keep that chest up, and out. 1 more time. Left leg out, and left leg back. Good. Take that weight, drop it to the ground, and let's get on the ground. You're going to kind of bring your legs into a zigzag. Start with your left leg or right leg in front. Shoes are a little bit more cumbersome for this. Actually, let's take our shoes off. Just to make it easier, because you'll be able to move a little bit easier. You want to have good mobility in those ankles when we do this next part. And also, kind of every time I take my shoes off, I feel like Mr. Rogers. It's just a good feeling to know you're alive. It's just a happy feeling, you know, inside. And when you wake up. Anyways, so body's nice and tall, chest is lifted, swing around. You're going to do 4 each side. So again, hands can be on the ground, or you can keep your hands up and work from side to side. Last ones, each side. Good. And then come back to the first part. Good. Grab your weight. Put it on your right shoulder or your the leg that's associated with the front leg. And then rotate around. And then rotate back. And then around. And back. And around. And back. 3 more. Back. Last 2. And back. And last 1. And back. Good. Put the weight down again. First leg is up front again. And you're going to come up to an open hip. Back leg is kind of 90 degrees to the side. Front leg is about 90 degrees in front of you. And sit back. You've got 5, 4, 3, 2, and last 1. Switch to the other side. Now, if you're having a hard time doing this coming up to seated, move forward into more of a rocking position instead of coming all the way up. This puts a lot of pressure, not in a bad way necessarily, on the hip to the knee, but that rotation is super important to good knee and hip function. So instead of coming all the way up, just go where you can. And even if you're rocking kind of like your legs are kind of even off center, move the hips in a way that you can shift forward and back. So let's do it on that second side. Find a position where you can move in and come all the way up if you can. You can rock forward if you need to. You can have your legs more staggered, whatever works. You can use your hands to bring you up if you need to. 2 more. And last 1. All right, so you have the option now to add weight to this. So take the weight to the other shoulder. Before you had it on the shoulder, and then now we're coming up. We're going to do 5 each side with the weight on. You can use a kettlebell, dumbbell, water jug, dog, whatever you need to do. 3, 4, and 5. And then switch. So if you're doing it kind of forward, you would just do it forward again. Switch to the other side. Weight is going to stay on the same side though. Hold that weight. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Drop the weight down, and let's bring those legs out in front and just drop them right to left. Remember, if you're having knee issues, chronic, constant, localized, acute, you need to work on those ankles and those hips daily, every day, twice a day. 2 more, and last 1. Good. So go ahead and take that sandbell. You're going to come into a side plank position on your knee. So right knee is down, sandbell's out in front. I'm just holding that side plank. I'm going to hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Then I'm going to come back up, and I'm going to put that sandbell up. I'm going to hold it up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. You can do the same thing with your knee on the ground or extend both legs. Hold up, pull up, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, drop down, come up to your hand. The same movement is just now on your hand. Come up first, pull that sandbell up, hold 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Face forward, Plank pull from the knees, hip shift in, pull 5 and 4. Keep the elbows straight as best you can, 3 and 2. Last ones. And then come down again to your mat. Just hold the side plank. Body's nice and tall. Knees can be bent. Lift those hips up. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop down. Grab that sandbell. Hold it up. Hold. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Drop down. And then, well, not drop everything down. Pete's sake. Drop down. Lift both legs up. Hold that weight up if you can. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. Go to your hand. Fingers point away from you. Lift yourself up. Side plank first. Hold up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and down. And then come into front plank. Plank pull from your knees. Hinge forward. Underhand grip on the weight. 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. Each side and through. Good. Come all the way down to your butt. Grab that weight. Tip backwards. So we've been doing this with this workout this week a little bit. Weight here. Raise up for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and last one. Pause for a second. This next set, I want you to bring your feet up if you can. We're going to drop the weight, the repetitions down to 5. So tip back, legs up, and whoa. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Good. Put that weight down. Flip your legs back behind you. Let's go plank with a pull. Knees. Pull through. 2 and 3. Work from the top of that shoulder. And 4. Last ones each side. 5. Good. And then come on down to your stomach. So all the way on your belly. Body's nice and long. Arms are outstretched. And pick up your head. Roll your right arm over. If you can get to your back, great. If not, that's fine. Pick up your head. Roll over. Reach through with that arm. Almost like a swimming motion. As you open up and then roll in, lift that head, roll over. If you want to come all the way over to your stomach, fine. Pick your head up, roll back, all the way over. If you want, reach through one more time, over and back. Good, pause here. Take your arms out wide to a T. Look over your right shoulder, pick your right foot up, and take your right foot to the left side of your body. Look down and down. Left heel, left hip. Look down, right heel and down, and left heel and down, right heel and down. One more time, left heel and down. Good, bring your hands in. Bring your hips back. Bring your arms back out to where we started. Get long. Go back to that initial breathing. Notice if it's easier to connect into your deep diaphragmatic breath than when you first started. Notice if your breathing balances a little bit easier, inhalation to exhalation. Slide the hands up, draw the chin in, lift the chin up, make sure the eyes go up too. Look down, chin in, look up, chin up, and down and up. Good. Let's come in back into that figure, kind of like that Z position, and we'll just do a finish kind of stretchy. So make sure that that shin, back shin is 90 degrees, front shin is 90 degrees, and then beginning to move from the hips, shift forward, come forward across the front of that front leg, not over the knee, not over the foot, but try to keep that front foot flexed, shift over, come back up, move if your left leg is in front, your left hand out, reach through, so we're going to get a little thoracic rotation, push down into the left hand and look back towards your right. Look down, reach through, and reach back. One more time, reach through, and reach back. Good, look down, bring your hand back through. Let's switch and do the second side. Again, find your position first. Body is tall, chest is lifted. Hinge forward across your front leg. Come as low as it's comfortable. Big deep breath, exhale. Think of lengthened. So not curled, but pulled forward. Come up, bring your right hand in, reach through with that left arm, and reach up and back. Reach through, reach up and back, reach through, and reach up and back, and down. Go back to the first side again. Good, slide your left elbow out. So now you're in a Z pattern with your back leg pretty much in line with your shoulder. So correct forward as you need to, move that leg back, get long, reach over your head, and then rotate as best you can down without letting that back knee come in too much. Roll. So this is where we tend to compensate, is we release the stretch because like, oh, I can't get to the ground. When the ground isn't the goal, the length is the goal. Breathe. It's hard to breathe on a rotation, I get. And then look up, reach up and over first. Use your bottom hand to push you up and come nice and high. And then bring that back leg in. So you may mysteriously have more kind of tenderness in your rib wall and the side waist than really in anything else because you're going to get a big stretch here. And that's going to leave a little bit of a mark. So slide that right elbow down. Make sure that left knee is back. Take your left arm overhead and then rotate in and down. Again, the ground isn't the goal. Keeping that back leg back there for right now is the goal. It's possible to get down all the way slowly, but notice as you breathe, it wants to come up. Breathing, lengthened. Rotate back, look over your shoulder. Take your top arm once again overhead. Use your right hand, press yourself up, slide yourself in, and bring those feet forward. So again, to finish, hold your ankles, lift your chin, drop your chin. So remember, when you pull that chin up, you're actually pulling against the whole line through the front of the body, getting stretch. And just like it feels good to stretch the biceps, the chest, the shoulders, the back, the inside of the body needs opening too. And then down. You can even place your hand right at your chest and pull the skin down and get longer. And then drop and lift. And again, now turn to your left, turn to your right. That might actually feel more open now. And then you can pull and pull. Good. So even pulling the skin kind of pulls that superficial fascial layer, releasing some of that tension and allowing for more range of motion. Good. And ladies and gentlemen, there's no more to be said. Have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful afternoon and weekend. Enjoy your celebratory time, whatever you do. If it's sitting and watching old movies, if it's sitting and just sitting because you have nothing else better to do, enjoy this 4th of July. Enjoy being part of the bigger society and find something to celebrate this weekend. Have a great weekend. I will see you on Monday. Monday.
Thank you, Susie.
You're welcome.